Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only you find a way to win. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Huskers will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Fires to the big fella. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
And the Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Handoff from the gun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Kick is in the air. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Leaves it with the back. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. No Cam Scatterboo this season. Guys, he was the definition all-purpose workhorse back a year ago. He put Arizona State in the national. And he hauls it in inside the 30.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll get rid of it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Back to pass, it's Sims. Here's a heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other could have a case for the #1 spot in America, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. This drive will open from the 15. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
The Cornhuskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the first down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. Backed up in their own end, just find some breathing room. They get to him as he throws.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
He gets a block. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Sun Devils are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
And And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let them out of the pocket there, but now forcing the fourth down, and it's decision time for this offense.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The quick out will not get there. Down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
The play action fake. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
And the point after is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Hamilton. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off-play action on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to throw, it's Sims. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take off. Got the first himself. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Sun Devils have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. Quarterback adapting. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Moss. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Sun Devils in the hurry up. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. He turns it loose to the left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. And the Sun Devils will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. Cover guys do their job and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. That's caught. It's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Bonner. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this center downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. With the catch, it's Johnson. There he goes! And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
That's caught. It's Johnson. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Nebraska!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting them the football. Near the line of scrimmage, bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looking to throw, it's Sims. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Got his man to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hamilton. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. A designed run for the quarterback.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the designed quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the pro.
Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody. In their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a man, it's Raiola. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires downfield. He makes the catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Markway. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And it's right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Blasted as he lets it go. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. A event got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. The Huskers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Raiola. Rushes on him. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Catch in the middle, it's Tyson. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. And the Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. That 1st down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Arizona State.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Levitt. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. He's looking to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Try to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Quick catch on 3rd down. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
And back to the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Moss. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
To the air, it's Levitt. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got the tight end. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll give it to Johnson. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Turning it on. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. Got it behind the line. It's Ives. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Cornhuskers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Markway. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Close to the marker, it's Markway. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback making checks. Snap it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Let's it fly. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. He wants it all. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Arizona State. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. UTSA has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. They're trailing by 25 to Vanderbilt. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Handoff to the lone back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. The official says no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Scanning the field, it's Sims. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll leave it with him. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Sun Devils headed quickly to the line. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Udo. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Sun Devils kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's got an open man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Gets rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Lofts one high and deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing...
Intercepting, the defense has set them up, bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Arizona State. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. first snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they turn it into a defensive score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Johnson. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 15, and that gives him some more room to work. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The handoff to Johnson. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Raiola. Snagged in the middle, it's Ives. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Ives. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Huskers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their... it.